Welcome to Team Wild's week of Airpower Specials. In tonight's Varminators, I'm back in Texas helping out my good pal Tate with a gnawing nuisance. We've helped him previously with his beaver problem during our redneck road trip. On that occasion, we took a huge beaver using the Daystate Wolverine 303. But this time I've opted for a change of weaponry.
We're here in Texas and we're after a big rodent problem. Well, actually, it's a beaver problem, isn't it? Now, Terry, this is not the first time you've asked me to help you out with a troublesome beaver, but this is not me helping you out, this is helping your neighbour out. Tell us a little bit about what we're going to be doing tonight.
Well, my neighbor called that lives about 3 miles from here, and he has a big beaver cutting his trees down in a new tank he's built.
Yeah.
And actually, it's not a new tank, but it's the beaver's cutting the trees down, and it's a problem beaver the way we've been taking care of some of the other ones.
So tell me what a tank is. It's not like when we think about tank, we either think about something that fires out shells, or if we think about maybe something that dries down the road. The tanks here are actually reservoirs of water.
Exactly, earth tanks. They build them with bulldozers. They're for livestock to water out of.
So it's basically a dam in a hollow that then holds water. So it's a kind of like made of natural materials.
Yes.
So what do the beavers do to those?
Well, they'll dig into the dams and create a seepage where it'll seep out and keep the water level where they want it, and it'll finally erode the dam out and you'll lose your whole tank.
So how much sort of does that cost to repair or replace?
It can be anywhere depending on the size of the tank, from a few $1,000s to tens of thousands of dollars.
And often the only way to repair it is?
There's not much way other than just going in and redigging the dam out, and lots of bulldozer work and backhoe work.
So you've been basically tasked, they know that you kill beavers, and they've just asked you to come along and shoot it for them.
They asked me if I'd kill them. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we've got the Benjamin Rogue 357, which I think is going to be man enough, and we've got the Night Sight NS200, because the light's kind of dropping in here now. We know that the beaver will come out probably around dusk and have a bit of a swim around, but it might go into the night, so at least we'll be able to see it and record it from here.
We're going to see if we can call him in a little early. I brought a shovel, and we're going to go down and hit the water like another beaver's moved into his territory.
Now, we've done that before, just kind of splashed the water in the dark because the beaver had gone and got into his lair in the bank, and within seconds he's splashed and he was in the water, so we know it works. Highly territorial and pretty nasty things, aren't they?
Very territorial.
Yeah, and we've seen they've got big teeth as well.
Big teeth, monster beavers.
And monster beavers, nasty, horrible monster beavers. So if I don't get it with the Rogue, what I'm going to do is I'm going to toss you in and you can wrestle it.
I'll
Is that
wrestle
right?
it. Yeah.
Okay, good stuff. Please, man, let's go and have some fun.
What we're going to do is get in front of this brush pile, so they break up our outline, and we're going to sit and wait till he comes out. Okay. Ease down to the water and hit it more.
Let's see if it comes out. Yeah. Okay. First thing I'm going to do then is I'm going to get around it. Okay. It's unsafe, but it's loaded. Let's go.
Armed and ready to go with the Rogue and Night Sight NS200, we look for a good vantage point so we can see the entire pond. We scan the banks, but there aren't many signs of life at the moment. Then we spot the toothy troublemaker making his way across the tank. I get my sights on it, watch carefully as it brazenly heads our way. Once I have a clear shot, I take it. It's out immediately and floats dead in the water. A good shot, and he's not going anywhere. Our beaver has been floating dead in the water, but now he's sunk and we've little hope of retrieving him.
Do beavers float?
Most of the time. If you hit 'em in the head.
Yeah. Who's dead? So Terry, that didn't take quite as long as we expected. Well, actually, it didn't take as long as I expected, but you were pretty sure it was going to happen all quickly.
Happened real fast. He was already there when we got here, so it worked great.
It was kind of inquisitive as to what I was and just kind of swam straight up to us.
He looked around and he could see you there, and he'd come to check you out.
Yeah.
I wasn't quite sure what was in his
That was
territory.
a bit of a mistake there, 145 grains of nasty Nosler. But I was expecting him to float. I shot him before and they floated, but this one he sank.
I think he blowed all of his air out.
Yeah, you could see a lot of
bubbles coming up.
A lot of bubbles came to the surface and a whole pile of blood in there as well. So I saw him, obviously it was a perfect headshot straight in the top of his head, which you could see it lift. You could see him as it went down. And then he's kind of wobbling on his side. You know, that's the thing with animals when you do head shoot them. They're not going to lay flat, I'm afraid. If you spine shoot them, you have a little bit of reflex action. You hit them in the brain, man, and all manner of things happen. It's like shooting a turkey. A turkey's more animated when I've shot it in the head than it is when it's flying off.
To find out more about the Benjamin Rogue 357 Big Bore Air Rifle, visit crosman.com. Subscribe to Team Wild TV for the best hunting, airgun, gear and bow hunting videos on YouTube.